All right, so we have another critical reasoning question. Again, rule of thumb with critical reasoning is to stay in the scope of the passage. Don't include any other outside information. All the information you need is right there. This question is which, if the following if true, most seriously threatens the success of the government's plan. So with plan questions, one of the things you want to look for, there's two ways to threaten the success of a plan, or two ways to weaken the recommendation, or whatever the case is. One is to identify an unforeseen outcome based on taking this plan. So if we go in this direction, if we use this plan, some unforeseen outcome will happen. That's one way to weaken it. Two, whatever the reason is that the author thinks that they should take this plan, if you can weaken that reason or find another cause for whatever reason that they're saying, that would weaken the plan ultimately, because now you're attacking their reason. So that would threaten the success of the plan. So here we want to read from top to bottom because I don't see any conclusion words. So in order to improve the long-term savings rates of its citizens, the government has decided to introduce special savings accounts. All right, so there's the plan. Improve long-term savings rates. The way to do that is introduce special savings accounts. All right, why do they think that special savings accounts would improve long-term savings rates? Citizens can save up to $3,000 a year in special accounts without having to pay tax on the interest, unless they withdraw the money before they reach the age of 65. If they do withdraw any money before that age, they have to pay tax on the accumulated interest and a penalty. So essentially, what makes these accounts special is that you don't have to pay tax on the interest. And that seems like it is the reason that this town would improve the long-term savings rates. So the goal is to improve long-term savings rates. The way to do that is introduce these special savings accounts. What makes them special? People don't have to pay taxes on them. So if you show me that one, taking this approach has some unforeseen challenge or negative, that's one way to threaten the success. Or two, that something about paying taxes is not that special, or introducing that doesn't do anything, because that's the reason that they think these accounts are special. So A says the banks and financial institutions where the special accounts will be held lobbied hard for their introduction, not worried about the lobbying of these special accounts. B says nearly all workers in Lvovskaya can already save money in tax-free accounts through their workplace. Okay, so introducing special accounts when there are already accounts that have tax-free options would definitely threaten the success of the plan, because they already exist. So if they already exist, you don't need new ones. So B, hold on to that one. C says for the past 10 years, Lvovskians have been depositing an even smaller percentage of their income in long-term saving. So it's not about depositing, it's about introduction of a new plan, of a new account. So that's a little out of scope. And I would also call this a scope within a scope. They're describing something that's not in the passage. So it's like the reverse out of scope. Then D says many Lvovskians continue to work beyond the age of 65. That may be true, but does that threaten the plan? Because if that's the case, that might even strengthen the plan, because more people are living longer, so yes, they should want to increase their long-term savings. So that's out. And E says in special circumstances, such as serious illness, the government plans to waive the penalty on early withdrawals from the special accounts. Does that threaten the success of improving long-term savings rates? No, not really. In fact, it might do the opposite. It just gives people another incentive to sign on to the special account. So B, where it talks about nearly all, right? Nearly all, if we're weakening, we're looking for stronger language. Nearly all workers can already save money in tax-free accounts. So if most people already have this tax-free account, the government's plan is not really that special, and that weakens, and that threatens the success of it.